What if I told you that for the first time in history, expats in Saudi Arabia might actually get a pension? Yes, a real retirement plan. Sounds crazy, right? But it's happening, and the details might surprise you. Saudi Arabia just made one of the boldest announcements for foreigners living and working in the kingdom. And if you are an expat, this could completely change the way you think about the future of the kingdom. So stick around, because in this video, I'm breaking down exactly what it means for you. Let's rewind for a second. For decades, expats have been the backbone of Saudi Arabia growth. From construction workers in Riyadh to nurses in Jeddah, engineers in the oil field, and teachers in the international schools, millions of people from all over the world moved here, build their lives here, and work hard for years. But there was one big problem. When their works ended, they left with nothing more than their last paycheck. No retirement plan, no financial security, nothing. Imagine this. You spend 20 years in Saudi Arabia, raising your kids, sending money back home. But when it comes to retirement, you have to start from zero. That's the reality thousands of expats have faced. And it creates a huge pressure. You either have to save aggressively on your own or hope that your family can support you later. But now the story is changing. Saudi Arabia has announced a voluntary pension and saving program for expats managed by GOSI. GOSI manages one of the largest funds in Middle East. In fact, their assets worth almost 32% of the entire Saudi GDP. That's massive. That's actually on the table here. The pension scheme is voluntary, means choose to join if you want. It's designed for expats working in Saudi Arabia, and the idea is simple. You contribute regularly into the system, and over time it grows into a retirement plan that you can actually depend on. Every month you water it with a little contribution that can support you when you stop working. Think of it like a tree. Over the time you feed it, once it grows, it gives you shade and fruit that you can enjoy later on in your life. Now break it down to practical terms. How could this work? Here is the most likely setup. Employees contribute a small percentage of their salary. Employers may add a matching share, and everything goes into a fund that builds up until retirement. When you hit retirement age or leave Saudi, you would have access to those savings as a pension or lump sum. It's not just a paycheck, it's a safety net. This is a massive shift for two reasons. First, it gives the expats on security. Imagine not having to worry about going home empty-handed after years of work. Second, it benefits Saudi Arabia. But why? Because right now, expats sends billions of dollars in remittance back home every year. In 2024 alone, expats sends about $38 billion out of Saudi Arabia. That money leaving the kingdom. With this pension plan, more of these wealth stays in the Saudi economy while still giving expats a solid future. But hold up. It's not all sunshine and rainbow. There are still some big questions. For example, if you leave Saudi permanently, will your pension travel with you? Can you withdraw your saving back home? Or do you have to stay tied to the system? And how exactly will the contribution be calculated? None of these details have been finalized yet. Right now, the announcement is more of a framework, and the final print is still coming. And that's where the tension comes in. On one hand, it could be a life-changing for millions of expats in the kingdom. On another hand, without clear roles, people are cautious. This move lines up perfectly with Saudi Vision 2030. The country is trying to diversify its economy, reduce dependency on oil, and attract top talent from around the world. And guess what? Offering retirement benefits makes Saudi Arabia way more attractive to skilled professionals. If you had a choice working in a country that gives you nothing after 20 years working in that specific country versus the one sets you up for a pension. So yeah, it's not all about money. It's about making expats feel that they belong. Like they are not just a temporary worker, but part of Saudi future. Now let's look at the potential impact. For a nurse from anywhere in the world, this could mean retiring with an actual saving instead of starting from zero. For an engineer, it could mean having a financial stability for his family after decades of work. For teachers, drivers, IT specialists, anyone who puts ease into Saudi Arabia, it means recognition that their futures matter too. Of course, the government will also benefit. Keeping billions inside the Saudi economy strengthens the investment, creates jobs, and fuels growth. It's a win-win if it's done right. So where does that leave us today? Well, we are at the start of something real historical here. Saudi Arabia has opened the doors, but the details still to be hammered. It's designed to give you financial security, keep wealth in the country, and align you with Saudi Vision 2030 goals. It's exciting, it's bold, and if the details comes through, it could change experts' lives forever. So here is my question for you. If this pension scheme launched tomorrow, would you sign up for? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And don't click away just yet. If you're finding this video helpful, considering subscribing to my channel. Thank you for watching.